They mean business in this final world. They're not playing any games anymore. Just look at that over there. They put fabric on a lamp, even though their mommy told them not to. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Yoshi's Woolly World. Last time, it was hopefully the final time that we will ever see this boss yet again. And then we went off to go walk Poochie for the final time. He's a big boy. He can now take himself out whenever he needs to go. This time, woohoo! We're taking Bubblegum Yoshi into the sparkling gem that is Yoshi, the terror of all boos. He was the greatest enemy all along. And you never saw it coming because he always seemed so happy. It was merely the illusion of the art direction. Yoshi, and, well, okay, we have a ghost house represented by a giant gem on the field. Something tells me we have very slim but still somewhat real chances of actually seeing an accurate level icon. These are new enemies, frame boos. They are, as one would guess, mere frames of other things. They have lots of empty space. It's kind of a clever way of portraying boos, I have to say. And that's not even the only thing about them. With these very pale yarn balls befitting of the dead, we're gonna take these. Oh, okay, I guess we'll get that. And you'll see that we have to go up. How are we gonna do that, you might wonder? Well, yeah. They cannot be hurt if you are facing them, but if you are not facing them, then they cower and are vulnerable to attacks and turn into balloons, because why not? They look so sad to be used as a platform. They're like, I didn't sign up for this when I rose from the grave. Yeah, so it's a pretty clever idea right off the bat. Oh, there's something back there. There's something in there. There's something in that wall. And I can't go get it. I'm gonna restart. Oh, I didn't uncover what I was intending to uncover, but I did find a secret, no less, and it's a flower. Good thing I went back. Sorry, buddy, I'll be over there to use you as a stepping stone in a moment. There was nothing in the wall, but it was all just as well that I went back, as we had not found a collectible of that caliber yet. Bubblegum Yoshi, because there has to be a reason for everything, was selected for this mission on the virtue that gum is the weakness of the dead. I would like to think that if I was a ghost, I would logically still get stuck in bubblegum and I wouldn't lose that much of my humanity. Big yarn balls were also chosen because, as you can see, having to fill in all these objects by banking shots off of walls, it'll just be kind of nice to fill in multiple ones with one shot and do a lot of collateral damage, not having to aim every single one individually. It's a very big added convenience, and I remember this one enough. Over here, another new enemy. These are Fooly flowers, which I don't know why they have a different official name, because these enemies have existed before, and they were called Dizzy Dandies, which I thought was a fine enough name. I guess maybe they're smaller, and that's why they went with that, or perhaps maybe the practical effect. I don't know. It's a pointless new enemy name that didn't have to be called that when there was already a perfectly fine name for essentially the same thing, kind of similar to how there's Fluffin' Puffins, but also another enemy called Huffin' Puffins, and yet they're the same, just one's made out of cotton and the other is, well, made out of water and organs and stuff. Up top is a safe place from those Fooly flowers. And then there's a Wonder Wall. Gonna have to remember this one. This is kind of one of those double layer levels without actually being a double layer level. Just kind of keep in mind where the doors are and you should be able to navigate it a lot better. Let's see. Nothing. Okay. I understand. There's an X drawn on that door, meaning that right below the door that we went in, there should be a hidden Yep! That's how this all fits together. It plays with your mind a little bit, and it's a little bit maze-like. You know, okay, I do have to voice this as actually a little bit of a criticism. I hate to say it, though. It's nothing personal against this level. This level's fine. This level's very creative, but they have this weird obsession in the later worlds of just putting mazes everywhere, where they don't really do new and interesting level concepts like they were in the early worlds. They just kind of make every level a maze because that's going to keep you busy longer. It's going to be harder to find the collectibles, and A maze every once in a while is fine. I think Not Wing the Koopa's Hort was the first one we saw, so it's definitely been there from early on. It's just that they've been getting more frequent, and I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I do know how I feel about that. I don't think it's very fresh smelling, is how I'll put it. Ooh, this Boo looks very pale. And, oh, it's in the wrong spot. Okay, whatever. Got them all! Much, much easier than writing up that very fabulous-looking dead guy. You know, some people, they look better dead than they do alive. I need to think before I speak. Whoa, Yoshi doing like the tippy toes right there was really funny looking how he was running into the wall and not able to go into it, and he just kind of had to make his feet work together somehow. Well, oh, okay, yeah. So what I was saying was, I appreciate a maze every once in a while, but I think they've been getting a little bit too frequent, and it is a complaint that I've seen a lot of people have with the late game of Woolly World, just that everything seems to have to be a maze, and the reason why I get kind of annoyed with them coming up too often is because it makes getting all the collectibles a nightmare. When you're given multiple options for where to go and the stage is very non-linear, you wind up where the first collectible you pick up might be flower number 4. And that tells you nothing. You don't know if maybe you've missed 1 or 2 flowers because maybe flower number 3 was supposed to be the first one on that path. You don't know if, you know, maybe you missed a whole section of the level entirely and now you're screwed out of getting a lot of stuff. If you get flower number 2 in the level, you don't know if maybe you missed 1. And when you're doing a repeat playthrough, it's such a pain to figure out where the collectible you've missed was, because all you know is you missed a collectible somewhere. You don't know what the developer's intended order for you to go through the level was. And when that happens too many times, I just get kind of annoyed with going back in and having to replay the entire stage and be meticulous the entire way through on my second attempt just to see where the one collectible that I missed was. But I am not a super negative Nancy 64 DS. I'm being very strange in my speaking mannerisms today, but I guess what else is new? I have a scary ghost story to tell you. The history of Boo's Japanese name is something terrifying that I hope that I never have to come into contact with at any point in my entire life. Boo is named Teresa after the wife of Takashi Tezuka, series director and one of the masterminds behind Super Mario World. His wife is normally incredibly timid, one of the most quiet, shy people that anybody had ever met. Yet, during the development of Super Mario World, there was a night where he came home very late from work due to how much work was going into the game. And from coming home late, she turned into a completely different person, just unleashing Armageddon on him for not calling, not telling her that he was going to be that late, and she just exploded on him. And after telling the story to Miyamoto, the two of them came up with the idea to name Boo after her, which I think is pretty funny. Wait, how am I supposed to get that? How am I supposed to get that? How am I supposed to get that? All right, let's try this again. The green yarn in the background is very pleasing looking. Do I have to bounce off the dandy? I only have 2 flowers. See, this is what I mean by these non-linear levels and how I kind of don't like it when they go overkill on them. Fine, I have to replay the level anyway because I'm missing 3 flowers, so it's not like I wouldn't have to do this anyway. Let's just go on through and see if we can get a bonus stage with the odds against us. But timing on our side, yes! A new level has opened up, and what do you know? It's a unique level icon! And trust me, it's actually very accurate to what we're going to be doing. But before we can go play on the Velcro, we have to get our homework done. Who you gonna call? Rob Yoshi! Chosen for his eyes can see infrared light? I think. Why'd I... How... Excuse me? Didn't mention it the first time around, but this bigger frame boo has no official name. There has never been an official source that has given this thing a name. One can infer that its name would be Big Frame Boo because big boos have always been called big boos and these are frame boos. It fits together, but that's only an assumed name. I don't know what the creative vision of Tezuka and his geniuses were when they thought, hey, let's take this enemy and make it big. I'm pretty sure behind this door is a boon of things that were missed. It looks pretty boony to me. And also pretty bony because they're all dead, huh? Oh, no. You do not do that to me. I am allowed to make all the puns I want in the presence of the undead. You know, I missed 4? Where would 4 even... Stop it, jeez. I was saying that, I had said I was going to give more punny names to the Yoshis, and I haven't really been doing that so much lately, so, Rob Yoshi, I'm gonna shorten you to Master Roshi. Whoa, the black yarn ball makes this guy look really cool. Ooh, that is exploitable. If they are right hot on your heels and you throw the yarn ball, it can still hit them without banking off of anything. It was a little tricky to do, but I mean, I did it without even really trying, so maybe it wasn't. Bounce off of you, claim my prize. I have collected 5 more pieces of flesh. Ooh, spooky Yoshi. You match the level icon better than the level. Well, it's one of those where it's gotta be a three-peat, and I guess if it's gotta be a three-peat, then nah, I'm still gonna make all yarn balls big. I don't wanna give that up because I've played this with normal yarn balls and it sucked. You cannot be serious. Good, they aren't. You know, it occurs to me. Something occurs to me. I'm wondering if I hit you and go back to where you were. At least I figured it out on my own. Let it be known that this section is a sucky suck if you do not have big yarn balls. Seriously, this whole part is the only reason that I have to have big yarn balls. Oh, they're like little smiley faces, except they're unhappy and dead. That was a long one. A very long one. Well, with one level down, I guess when it's as big and maze-like as that one, we're calling it there, because, yeah, that one was a doozy, but there was a lot to do in it, and it was still pretty good, mazeness aside. Next time on Yoshi's Woolly World, those of you that have played this before, I know you've been waiting for this one. So have I. See you guys then.